Hi everybody, it's Wendy and welcome to my Pampered Chef Homemade Kitchen. Today I want to talk to you about another kitchen essential, and it's one of those little things that you don't give much thought to, but maybe you should, and that is vegetable peelers. A good vegetable peeler can a good vegetable peeler is going to save you time and energy and make you happier preparing vegetables. A dull, inconvenient vegetable peeler is going to make you hate peeling, and that's exactly what happened to me. Is I hated peeling vegetables, so I did not peel potatoes for probably 10 or 15 years. I always put potatoes in whatever I was cooking with their jackets, their peels, because I just hated peeling them. Plus, I'd heard somewhere that the vitamins were in the peel, and that was a good excuse, right? Well, the real problem I have since learned is that I had an inadequate vegetable peeler, and then I got a good peeler, and I want to show you the differences between a single swivel blade peeler like this and what's called a Y peeler like this. The Y peeler, as you can tell, is shaped like a Y, and that's why it is called a Y peeler. It has two blades. This is a serrated peeler, this particular one. This is a single blade peeler that swivels. So either one can be used right or left-handed. So you can use it whatever is comfortable for you. The handles on both of these are curved right here to fit into your hand. A lot of inexpensive swivel peelers will be just metal straight handles, and those are really uncomfortable, really difficult to use, and that's what I had. So when I used this peeler for the first time, it was such an aha moment, and it made such a difference to me. There are also some differences in the vegetables that you peel that are better suited to a Y peeler, and some are better suited to a single blade peeler. And that is the main reason why you might want to have two. So what's the difference? Let's start with the Y peeler. The Y peeler is really great for vegetables and fruits with unusual skins like peaches, or waxy skins like avocados, cucumbers, thin skins like tomatoes, mushrooms. Let me show you with a mushroom here with this Y peeler, and then I'll show you with the other peeler. This peeler, because it has a serrated edge and it's got two serrated edges, can be used in either direction. You can either push, if that's what works best for you, and you see I got a nice piece off, or you can pull if that is what works best for you, and so that works. You can also, with a Y peeler, you can put your vegetable down on the table and you can easily do it that way, and this is probably the safest way to work with a Y peeler. But if you have something that you want to get all of the skin off, like let's say a kiwi fruit, and clean out your peeler periodically, this is the one to choose. If you have a peach and you want to peel a peach, you want this Y peeler. That's the easiest thing to do with that. Now, you don't have to peel your mushrooms, but it's a really great way for you to see how the peeler works. Now, with a single blade peeler, this is more convenient if you do hold in your hand like I do mostly. You can also do something like a mushroom skin, but you take off a little bit more of the vegetable or fruit with this type of single blade peeler. It also works though, so it comes down to personal preference and the vegetable that you're using. So if you have something with a thin skin, like a carrot, move my bowl here and do carrots, the single bladed peeler is really going to be the easiest way to do it. You can see I can get really long, I can quickly do my carrots. I'm getting really long strips of the entire length of the carrot because a carrot skin is fairly thin. This single bladed peeler is on a swivel, so you can use it right or left-handed, and both edges are sharp. This is one of the advantages to a Pampered Chef peeler, is that it is a double-edged sharpness. A lot of inexpensive peelers are single-edged, and that makes life really difficult. So you saw how quick that carrot went. So now let me do the carrot with the other peeler, and you'll see that it also works. It's just a different function. and this does work better, I find, for me anyway, on the table. Now, with a thin-skinned vegetable like this, you could hold it in your hand if you wanted to, but for me, that's not as convenient. It depends on you. That's why we have choice. But anyway, it came up, it's quick, it's easy, you can do little short pieces like this, and so peeled. Now, where this peeler really shines is when you have thick-skinned fruits and vegetables, like a sweet potato. All right, this is the great way to do that. I'm going to cut the bottom of my sweet potato off because I want a flat surface to give me some stability. Now you'll be able to see how well this works. And you can pull it down or you can go up. Get this up, turn it, and you can go up. Now, I find that awkward. You may too. You may prefer using the single-edged peeler, which you can also do, but there's a little more drag with this, and I'm taking off a little bit more of the vegetable. So it's your choice. They both do the job. It's just personal preference and vegetable choice. Now, the Y-shaped peeler is really a lot better if you have something waxy. I don't have anything waxy here today to show you, but think about cucumbers, apples, kiwis because they're fuzzy, they're different, peaches because they're fuzzy, rutabagas because they have tough, thick skins. Potatoes, you can go either peeler just as effectively, except if you've noticed, the variety of potato makes a difference as to the texture of the skin. An Idaho russet potato is going to be much more similar to a sweet potato in the texture of its skin, and therefore you might really prefer this Y peeler with the two serrated edges to get through that peel quicker. A red potato or a Yukon Gold potato has a thinner skin, and that makes this a better peeler for that. So let's hurry up and get these done because I want to show you what I'm going to do with my vegetables today. And this is something really quick and easy you can do for your family for dinner too. And we're going to make some roasted vegetables today. So let's just get those off to the side. I've got 2 carrots peeled so I can show you. I'll come back and finish with what else I have. I'm going to roast some broccoli, some fresh broccoli today. My carrots, my sweet potatoes, I'm going to roast them all at once. And that's going to give me roasted vegetables to last all week. And I can use those on salads or side dishes. So all you need for this is, of course, a good sharp chef knife. This is a half sheet pan. This is a very heavy pan, so it's not going to overheat and burn my vegetables in the oven because it's very thick. It's really conducive to spreading the heat out. So just cut your broccoli into manageable size florets for how your family likes to eat it. I'm going to keep mine relatively big and just lay them right on the pan. Don't worry about greasing the pan. This is a non-stick pan. And just cut through the head. Oh, let's get the oil out of the way. Cut through the head with your chef's knife into whatever size portions you want. Throw them on the pan. And this is really simple. All right, now we're going to do carrots. Again, take your chef knife, cut off the root end and the stem, throw that in your soup bowl. And now I have really thick carrots here. I'm going to cut them in half horizontally, so I have like a 2-inch chunk. And then I'm going to cut my 2-inch chunk in half vertically so that they're like half circles, so that they will cook at approximately the same rate as my potatoes and my broccoli. And you can do this with any vegetable. If you are roasting your vegetables, you want them all to be roughly the same size, whether it's zucchini and yellow potatoes and carrots, or mushrooms or sweet potatoes, whatever it is, you want them to be all roughly the same size so that they will cook at the same speed and everything will be done at once. All right, so I'm going to peel this chunk just a little bit more because I didn't get it all the way done. And with sweet potatoes, they have kind of a pithy white layer underneath the skin. You can leave that on if you want to. It's not, you know, that big a deal. It's not like an orange pith that you don't want. But I find it is a little bit hard to digest, so I prefer to get down to where I actually have sweet potato orange under almost all the potato, like this one. This one's good. And I'm going to throw these extra pieces into a bowl that I'll use for soup stock later. All right, cut your sweet potato into chunks. Right now I'm doing quarters, and I'm going to compare my pieces. These look relatively of the same thickness wise, so I think I'm going to just leave them, and that'll be good. So to finish this and get it ready to go into the oven, let's take my cutting mat away. All I'm going to do with this now is kind of arrange them so that they're single layer. Things aren't stacked up on each other. Flat sides down if necessary. That'll give you great caramelization to have that nice flat contact with the pan. I'm going to spray them lightly with some olive oil, and that will also help with caramelization. I'm going to put these into an oven at about 325 now. I'm guessing maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour. I'll have to check and see, because with vegetables, there are natural variations. Sometimes there's more water in them, sometimes less, sometimes they're harder, and they might take a little longer to cook. So it's kind of, you know, up to Mother Nature how they actually cook. You could add salt and pepper and other seasonings at this time if you wanted to, but I am not going to do that because I am cooking one time to use these vegetables throughout the week, and I don't know exactly what I'll be doing with them yet, so I just want nice roasted vegetables. I'll season as I use them. So that's my quick little rundown for you today on the two types of peelers that you really need in your kitchen. I buried one. All right, so let's just recap. This is called a Y peeler. Why? Because it's a Y. You can get little the ends, like the eyes of potatoes, you could get those out with this little tip on the end. So this is your Y peeler. This is great for thick skins, fuzzy skins, and waxy skin fruits and vegetables. If you have thin-skinned fruits and vegetables that are not waxy, like carrots and thin-skinned potatoes, and let's see, what else could you do with this? You could do zucchini, although this is actually my preferred one for zucchini. So this is the traditional peeler shape. This is the single blade swivel. You can see that it does swivel. Look for a peeler with double sharpened edges. The Pampered Chef peeler is exactly what you need. It's got a rounded tip to get out potato eyes. Both sides of the blade are sharpened, so you can use it right or left-handed. So this is one option. The other option, the Y option. Our Pampered Chef Y cutter, Y shaver. I want to call it a shaver because it looks like my razor, okay? So it is a Y-shaped peeler, but it looks like a vegetable shaver, doesn't it? So it's got serrated edges, which makes it perfect for any kind of a waxy or a temperamental skin, something that's fuzzy. It is sharpened with very sharp serrations on both edges, so you can use it pulling up or pulling down. You can use it against a table. However you like to peel vegetables, this is a good go-to for everyone. You can use it right or left-handed to do that. And because of the curve here, it fits your hand, right or left-handed. So you're good to go. So these are your two basic peeler choices. The one that works best for you is really going to be your decision, but give them both a try. They're both guaranteed. This one for 3 years, this one for 1 year. So if you get them and you decide it's not for you, just let your consultant know, let me know, and I'll take care of it for you. But I know you're going to love them because this peeler took me from no peeling ever, under no circumstances, to I don't mind peeling. Now we have mashed potatoes that are white and fluffy instead of with skins. So that's my kitchen essentials tips on peelers for you today. What's your thought on peelers? Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite peeler? Thanks for visiting with me today. I hope I've helped you decide about peelers.